This is the news at Jen for Monday, January whatever. It's a holiday, that's true. Did you know it's National Trivia Day and World Hypnotism Day? You will subscribe to the news at Jen, and you will love yourself. Today's top story is the coup attempts, and boy are they stupid. Audio was released from a phone call between Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger and President Donald Trump, seen here talking about how his lies are actually kind of small this time, except that is also a lie, they're very big. Now, I'm not a lawyer, but this seems like what in the technical writing field we call bad. President Trump said that Raffensperger should just quote-unquote recalculate the numbers and quote-unquote find votes to just one more than the Biden win. Trump supporters said, well, it's not too bad. It's not like he wants 100,000 votes. Trump also said we won Georgia easily. We won by hundreds of thousands of votes. I guess, but I don't see those votes. Some Democrats are asking the FBI director, Christopher Wray, to open a criminal probe into the call. We'll see what happens. And by that we mean nothing will happen, and there will be no consequences to Trump's actions again. In all fairness, Mr. Raffensperger might not be 100% honest here. His brother Ron has been alleged to be working with China. Now, some say that Brad Raffensperger has no brother at all, much less one named Ron. However, the News at Jen has acquired this exclusive photograph of Ron just after he retired from the Navy with the rank of captain. This is devastating. Hashtag Captain Ron. In other water news, Iran has seized a South Korean ship, and a White House spokesman said this was fake news because Iran was never mentioned in the TV show MASH. Also in Iran so far away news. Iran has started enriching uranium to 20% purity. You might remember that Iran was under an agreement to not do such kind of things, at least until Trump pulled us out of the agreement. That was negotiated way back in 2015. 20% is a significant step towards the 90%, which is weapons grade. However, a spokesman from the White House said that 20% is still not even a passing grade. That spokesman was formerly from the Education Department, so we can't ask too much of them. Betsy DeVos is not the best kind of leader. In international news, the UK has blocked extradition of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange to the US. The judge said this was due to his mental health. However, the Brexit deal was also blamed because the UK can no longer export its criminals. Australia had no comment, but many there were breathing sighs of relief. So while there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, there's also no ethical way to sell out. So I'm just going to do it. Today's sponsor is Great Sandwiches Plus. This week, use the offer code FUCKTRUMP to get 0% order on the sandwich of the week, the Thanksgivinger. This rustic turkey-based sandwich is piled high with stuffing, cranberry sauce, cheddar cheese, and paired with a scrumptious bread that was freshly baked 3 months ago. Remember to use the offer code FUCKTRUMP on Great Sandwiches Plus for a really excellent deal on a sandwich that some are calling probiotic. Back to what some are calling news. The U.S. House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, was re-elected Speaker of the House in what some are guessing is her final term. However, it's likely that is also full of shit, because who thought 2 years ago that we'd be living like this? And finally, the control of the U.S. Senate is up in the air as Georgia goes to the polls tomorrow and for the past month or so. No candidate is perfect, but I'm going to urge you to go vote. And if you're watching this, you probably know who I would prefer, and it's not the rich ones. Well, they're probably all rich in spirit. Anyway, that's the news at Jen for Monday, January 4th, 2021. We'll see you on Wednesday when the new Congress will pick which electors to count, and we'll see if this whole slow-moving coup thing ends up in the ditch covered in petrol, on fire, or if that's just the country. Please remember to like and subscribe, tell your friends and enemies about the channel, and never, ever, ever, ever forget that I love you. Good night.